Craig, thank you. Let's turn our attention to a bloke who's got a pretty bold claim. His claim, he's got the hottest nuts in Norfolk. Tonight on BBC One, Country File. It comes from various places around the North Norfolk coast, and it meets, amongst other people, Glyn Kilpallally, who is based in Weybourne, and Glyn's on the line now. Hi, Glyn.
Hi, good morning, Nick.
Right, the hottest nuts in Norfolk. Explain yourself.
Well, I think I can claim that because I don't know of anyone else making hot West Indian pepper nuts or any chili nuts in Norfolk, so I think I can get away with that one.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair enough claim. Exactly what are you doing? Talk to me about this chili sauce. It sounds fascinating.
Well, it's an old family recipe. My father's from Trinidad. My mother was Irish, and we were raised in England, and Dad used to make his own chili sauce because he came in at the call of the Empire in the 50s and couldn't get it in Kent and London where we were raised. And so it was a family recipe, and my brother and I were raised with it most weekends. Then I learned to make it from him. And it went from there, really. I used to make it for friends, and they used to tell me to sell it because, English people would love it. And here I am. 2010, we launched the business.
And based in Norfolk as well, are you getting a lot of support from the local area? There's a really great food environment round here, and a lot of businesses are saying it's great to be in Norfolk because lots of people are doing this, but in different areas, and the community's coming together to try and promote one another.
I think you're right. I mean, when we first launched it, some sort of local people said, oh, it'll never take off, people don't want funny foreign foods up here, and there's no Caribbean community and what have you, and there really is very little in the way of Caribbean community, as you probably know. But people have been really welcoming. Everyone's into new foods. I mean, the British palate is changing anyway, isn't it, towards spicy foods, and people have been great. I've not met with any snotty retailers sort of turning me away rudely, sort of thing. A couple of them have turned down the sauce for stocking it for their customers for various reasons, but no one has said, we don't want your funny foreign sauce.
You're quite right when you say that people are turning, their tastes are evolving, and they quite like spicy food, because obviously tikka masala being really a British dish, but being the most popular dish. But Levi Roots had a lot of success with West Indian marinades, didn't he?
He did. His sauce is nice, but it's definitely, I don't know if you've tried it, but it's definitely been moved towards the mainstream British market of a milder sauce. It's not a West Indian sauce that I would remember or have ever encountered, but I've stuck to my roots, if you like. Yeah,
I know exactly what you're saying. I'm half Grenadian, and he's got a very commercialised taste, hasn't he, to that sauce. I can't say that I'm a particular fan. It's not like the real thing, which is punchy, powerful, and stuffed full of flavour. Right? Well, what's the big idea here, Glyn? What's the business plan?
Well, moving to North Norfolk from the Caribbean, we born and raised in London, but we spent 7 years in the Caribbean where we gave birth to our kids, and we brought them back for an education, and also we missed the weather. And basically, there's not a lot of work right on the coast of North Norfolk. We didn't want to go back to London, so we're building something hopefully to hand over to the kids when they're older, if they don't want to become involved in fishing or farming or any of the local work, or to have to go to Norwich or London to find work. Hopefully, my dream is for them to take over the business if they want to, and to build it up. If it does take off, I mean, it's taken off so far. We're in 27 shops now across Norfolk, but it's a slow process.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wish you all the best. Really good to speak to you this morning. You take care.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Glyn Kilpallally, and if you want to find out more about his product, norfolkheatwave.com is his website. Tonight, BBC One, Country File, the hottest sauce in Norfolk, and his slogan again. Wee bit controversial, but it kind of works. I was going to say it rolls off the tongue, but that's probably the wrong phrase to use. He claims to have the hottest nuts in Norfolk, and you can see him on the box tonight.